Good to hear that. On episode 66 of the Mainly Golf Show, I'm Jack Milne. I'm very up for him. I'm joined by two subsequent PGA Tour tipping champions. The Sticky Bandits got him back-to-back weeks. It's actually been
He's
a long time between drinks for Marv. We can't really count Ryan Fox because he just picked that one out of thin air as well. I think the best part of 7, 8 months ago. Mr. Hemp tipped Chris Gotterup to win 2 weeks ago in Phoenix. I had the runner-up with Hideki Matsuyama. Marv tipped to Collin Morikawa at 55 to 1. I had the runner-up last week with Step Striker. So that's two kind of back-to-back forecasts. If you play in the markets with Bet365, you've got very big prices. But when you consider the six selections, I don't think anybody tipped anything short than 25 to 1 both weeks. Marv, not a bad return. Morikawa, 55 to 1, and he was pretty impressive, dare I say it, last week at Pebble Beach.
yeah, it's one of them in it that he's kind of still got the game. It's just could he put it together for 1 week? And
That cup final.
that's it. That's it. If you look at the stats, his ball striking, his strokes gained, approach, all that was unbelievable. Probably number one in category in all. But he wasn't great with the putter. He just did enough. So I think I'd take it as a win that he managed to pick him for the week. Do I think he can continue that form? Not if he, unless he increases his and improves his putting. So I think I got a bit fortunate, but
Got to make your own luck in this game, haven't you?
yeah, yeah. And he tried. I don't want to say he tried to throw it away in the end, but he did look a little nervy on the last few holes, didn't he? Especially with the double cross on the par three and hooked it left, and a bad bounce there, and it's into the outer bounds and down the cliff, and
The Jacob Bridgman terrace trip, that
yeah,
isn't it?
it's yeah. So
Digger, like a digger. But we'll get to Mr. Head later. The one thing people want to know is how much did you have on?
2 points each way.
Did fancy like trading a bit of crypto in and maybe topping up the Betfair
Make
account?
make of that what you will.
The spreadsheets in Ruder Health and some of those altcoins. On that for
Something's in
sure.
rude health.
You know,
At least
it's,
something is.
it's not the magic one. Hep, you're a man of stats. Wasn't a good week for Collin Morikawa on the greens, but fantastic all round him. Do you have any info on Scotty Scheffler? What happened with Scheffler in the first round? This is two straight tournaments where he's almost given the field like an 8-10 stroke lead and has only lost by 1 or 2 shots. You alluded to the fact, so I think 18 months ago, he's actually better than Tiger in his pomp. Um, do the stats suggest he still is, notwithstanding the opening round?
Yeah, I can't remember which course he played on the first day because they played two at Pebble. One is harder than the other, but yeah, he just it wasn't a windy day, but yeah, he threw away four shots on that first day, and then just an incredible final round to I think 11 birdies, three bogeys,
Three Eagles. Yeah.
yeah, three that shot 18 was just unbelievable. Um, to then lose by a shot. Obviously, yeah, he missed four or three short putts on the Sunday as well. But I thought, and it's like we've talked about in the past. It's just you see his name up there, and everybody's knees start to quake. And I think it's an easy backish now. Well, there's some chances on the back nines. You think someone's going to eclipse him, but we see Scotty there with a one-shot lead. It's windy. If you just think he's going to do it, but yeah, I mean it's two, at least two Tories, and maybe three. He's given a massive lead on the front on that first day, but I'm sure he'll figure it out. I kind of think it's due to anything specifically, but
I mean, it's a small sample size, right? He's done it. It's more noticeable because he's done it in back-to-back tournaments. If he does it, I mean, but then again, is it just a case of because Rory will kind of notoriously like we've followed Rory for well, Marv's followed Rory for the best part of 15, 20 years. Rory will have that slow start and suddenly he's posted 60, 64 of it on the weekend to finish like T4. Is it just a case of the
I think
pressure's off, and like Scotty can start going flag hunting now on a Sunday.
I heard another show that he was the best player in round one. Like he didn't have many first round leaders, but I mean he's the best strokes gained player across the board by a
Strokes
mile. So
gained.
it probably is best in every single round. But yeah, last season he was very strong in round one.
See how many competed in this tournament? It was about 70-ish, wasn't
I
it?
think about
Yeah,
80, yeah.
Just looking at Scotty's first round, and he did play Pebble. Round two was the Spyglass course. In round one, approach to the green. This is strokes gained 72nd, put in 73rd. Total strokes gained tied 69th. Literally worst in the field on
Shit
important
bastard.
categories in that first round.
And there's no kind of like terrible weather conditions. It's just he's obviously had a very bad day.
yeah.
I think he finished evens, didn't he? He was two over after the first round in Phoenix. But that was when his
Yeah.
chipping went completely tits up. So, I mean, does it kind of show he's not as all concrete? He's not as almighty. There are chinks in his armor for potential players to almost carry confidence with.
I did hear someone say because he's changed his driver to I think he's tailor made now. That the Phoenix one was potentially down to him taking too many practice swings the day before on the range, trying to get used to it, and then just tired himself out. Whereas, normally, I don't know what he normally does on a Wednesday, but not the hundreds of shots he was taking the day before with his driver. I don't know if that carried on to Pebble, but yeah, I wouldn't be I wouldn't be backing him in or against him in one-on-one matches over the first round this week. Just saying, oh, he's going to be shit again. Wouldn't surprise me if he was first round leader.
Won't be backing him in a one-on-one contest, but Marv Scheffler 3-1 this week. I think he's a little bit bigger than he was, say, last week. I can't see you taking any of the threes. What? I mean, at this moment in time, what price would you think he becomes backable? I think we 2 years ago this started, and we all thought 92 for the players is just lump territory. Is it a case of if he edges out more to that 4-1 point, he becomes like, okay, we've got to get involved now.
It,
Everyone's got a price.
yeah, I don't know if it's even if say he went a run of tournaments, 5, 6 tournaments and just didn't win, and then he's still 3-1. Do you just play the odds that
He's
he's
due.
gonna win? He's due. Yeah, he's due.
It's gonna come round
And
zero
kind of
eventually.
don't. I know it's probably not the right way to play it at all, but remind me, he's won once already, hasn't he? This
He
season,
Yeah,
won the is it not the tournament of champions?
and it
Was it
wasn't He wasn't the strongest of fields. Am I right in saying that?
first
yeah.
weekend? Was it in Hawaii?
I think he won the Amex, didn't he? That's how much we know.
The
Uh,
American Express, yeah,
but
beat
yeah, I think
right
he's won one out of three this year, and he won one out of every three he played
and
last year as well.
won it by 4. So
The other two tournaments he's finished T2, having given the field 10 shots in the first round.
I don't know if the better plays, like in view of last week, and we might have said this before, that he's generally not out of a tournament. So if he does get a bit far back,
I think he's had 10 T4. I mean, I could be
he'll
mistaken. I saw a stat
he'll
on
make a.
he's had 10
Mm,
T4 or better finishes in a row. And it's the first time he's done it, and they said Tiger's done it 4 times.
so
Again,
yeah,
it shows you Tiger's record and streaks was just
I think he
ridiculous.
said it was his 17th top 10 in a row, which hasn't been done since the 60s. I couldn't tell you, but I'm sure I saw that on Sunday as well. Just
Probably out of the park. Um, but yeah, but Scheffler 3-1, not tickling
not.
you.
I suppose I don't have to be. I'm not desperate for a winner
Not
anymore.
greedy. If it's banked 110 points.
so, so no,
Not
I
chasing those 20-1 shots from Wolverhampton when
no.
you've already banked a few quid in the first few races. Yeah,
I think I'd. Yeah, I don't.
Marv will
I
not
think
be
I'd
going to the
avoid him.
magical Kenya Open in
I just, to
pursuit
be
of a
fair,
three-figure winner.
I do need to just actually check the list of the odds just in general. So apologies that I've not got it on screen.
Well, Scotty Jeff does a 3-1 mark. I'll go to Hep because around this time last year, Xander Schauffele was around. I think Rory had a delayed start to the year. And Xander was no, I think Scott around Scott when after Xander won the two majors and Scotty took a bit of time off. Xander was starting tournaments as like 13-2, 7-1 second favorite. He's now as big as 20s. He's not won in 18 months now. I don't think Xander's won since the Open.
He won. He won it. Did he win it? Was it Xander or I'm
I'm
thinking of
talking
Hovland.
complete
I think I'm
bollocks.
Hovland. Yeah, Hovland
Hovland
came
won
out of nowhere.
last year and won the Valspar, I want to say.
Yeah,
When beating JT in that, and them two went down the stretch and played really good golf. But would Xander tickle you in again? I backed him running last week, and he had a horror show on Sunday. But it's like one of
uh,
those where you're kind of looking for the green shoots, green sprouts, spring, haven't you, to for these players to
yeah. He
make
definitely
that
showed a bit of
McGuinn-esque
life.
comeback.
He definitely showed more life last week than he had it the waste management and the one previous, where I think he'd not made the cut or struggled to make the cut if he did. So some good signs from Xander. I don't think I'll be jumping on this week, but as you say, like it's been a few years since you can get a consistent 20 to 1s on Xander. But yeah,
He
not
won the
just yet.
Bay Current Classic
What the fuck
October
is
last
that?
year. Exactly.
The Big Current Classic. Is that a real
It,
tournament?
yeah, it's
No way.
co-sanctioned with the Japan Golf Tour.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's not that doesn't count.
Runner up was Max Griezmann. So
Fucking Griezmann made that quad bogey, lost out to Aaron, and fucking two gloves cry. Never forgive him for that.
so what he was doing
Um,
playing that is it that tournament that's in the middle of the FedEx Fall?
Genuinely never heard of it before. But I'm not saying that to try and be clever. I've never heard of it. But, I mean, listeners out there will probably prefer us to talk about sub stories, right, rather than chopping it off. Hep, do you want to tell us about your Jacob
It
Bridgman
was
bet?
the Zozo that one before it.
Ah, right,
Zozo
okay.
Classic, right? Okay,
Yeah,
fair enough. Hep, tell people out there about your Jacob Bridgman bet, and
yeah.
all you
So
need is
Tim Richmond, I did top
not being
five double
greedy.
with Ram, top five, which was paid like 950 for T5. He was
Was this
obviously
with Quiff?
yeah.
Eight?
He was leading with about 8 holes to go, but there were so many people in it that I didn't think. I was very confident in the top five at that point because I think the other
To be
two.
fair, but in the group, he wasn't being greedy. Like, yeah, I don't want it. If he wins, like, go, take a top
Yeah,
five finish. Yeah,
I just wanted top five. That's all I wanted. I mean, I didn't. I wasn't sure if T5s counted or what, but I was happy with top five. He had that one on 16 or 15 where he was in the bunker and he hit into the fucking lip, but then he stuck the next shot to 3 feet to make par. And then
that was
I
yeah.
mean,
I saw he had on Short Track. He had 3 feet
yeah.
after his fourth. Oh, that's a bit weird.
And then obviously on 18 with the big left to right wind, he somehow hooks it left onto the beach. Uh, Tries to get up and down, but hits it into the cliff and back into the sea. And then gets up and down for bogey
It
to
was a great
save
bogey in the end.
100. Yeah, great bogey, but yeah, nice par. I think would have cashed his top five because he drifted out to eights. But yeah, he definitely seemed to be a bit nervous. I did think he'd won before on tour, and then when he came up said he was looking for his first win, I was
I
like,
thought he'd won on tour as well. I thought he'd
yeah,
won.
I don't know if
Who
he'll
am I getting confused with? I thought he's the guy that won twice last year.
Highsmith or something. I
Joseph
thought he won.
Heisman,
Yeah,
Hyman. Is that the guy who wears the floppy hat?
yeah, I think I was getting
Yeah.
him confused with him. Did he win the Cognizant or something like that?
Bridgman, Grazer, these are all these kind of like
Yeah,
Corn Ferry second season
so
rookies.
yeah, so when he said he hadn't won, I was like, oh well, he's not going to hold. And then you could definitely tell he's got a bit nervous. So, but it's golf in it.
But needless to say, Mr. Hep's in good form given the fact that Chris Gotterup 40-1. He's finding these no hopers leading with eight places, like eight holes to go. Just
Yeah,
not
it's not bad.
like some of my horses, right? Just not clinging on.
Yeah, he
Um
came second to Highsmith at the Cognizant last year, so we were pretty good.
yeah. Very good knowledge. Marv, we've only got 8 minutes left due to me not getting the right logins. Do you want to lead us with your I don't think it's one
Yeah,
this week for a strong selection, right? But you're going to find a bit of value at bigger prices.
yeah. Stick another pin in and hopefully it comes out. First selection is Maverick McNeely. Finished second in this last year.
You didn't even know he
And
was this time last year. I've got it
nope,
clipped up somewhere. Who the fuck is Maverick McNeely?
just thought some guy who
Oh
had a
yeah,
funny
he
name.
finished second round Riviera. What?
Yeah, and he's had a top 10 so far this season. So it's not the strongest of selections,
You do
but
realise when
it
he was a runner-up here, by the way, he's a different course here last year.
well, so that's why I said it's not a strong have So
I'll be
so
sent you that twig.
so he's I'll go 3 points each way at 40s, and I'll just throw him because of the time constraint. I'll throw him my second selection, which is Tony Finau. I think he's 90 to 1. So first selection, Maverick McNeely, 3.5 points each way at 35s or 40s. And
Yeah, can
then
you imagine? Go on.
Tony Finau, 1.5 points each way at 90 to 1. And likewise, Tony Finau has a bit of form around or in this tournament, shall we say, in the last few years. So, and he seems to have, well, didn't have a bad week last week to say that he's had a shocking 12 months, if I'm honest.
I'll jump in. I'm going to go. I'm going to go back to my winner from a couple of weeks ago with Chris Gotterup. I think this is a place where you do need a bit of distance off the tee, and he definitely has that. He had a very good couple of rounds at Pebble before, yeah, falling away a bit on the final day, shooting even par in the wind. But yeah, and then nobody had a cracking round one again. So yeah, I'll go back to Chris Gotterup with three each way at 33s for my first pick.
He can't win again though, can he? Like
That'd be
he's won
three
three
in.
times in 12 months. He's not winning again for
Oh
a
well,
while.
to say,
Uh, 3 times in five.
I'm gonna say yeah,
Well, yeah, I'm just thinking
but
of the
actually, what would
Scottish
he probably
Open.
go to like number two in the world for 3 wins in 5 weeks?
I think
Something
he's
ridiculous.
fourth at the minute. Yeah.
Wow.
Shows the recency bias. I'm pretty sure it's Scotty, and again, Scotty's like double from Scotty to Rory is like Rory to 667 in the world. Scotty, Rory, Rose, Gotterup.
Yeah, got her ups on his
Ridiculous.
seventh.
I think Russell Henley's fifth.
If I think he potentially go third, just ahead of Tommy, behind Rory, ahead of Tommy, looking at yeah.
I mean, Gotterup's not going to win this week, so I mean, Hep's playing for placement. This is a case of that Hep's been very cautious because he's banked a few quid now with Gotterup. The spreadsheet's in rude health for middle of February. Very rare position. Um, God, I'm the only person who's actually not put a winner up until this week. Two selections. Been planning these two for the best part of a month. That's Hideki Matsuyama and Patrick Cantlay. I hate Patrick Cantlay with a passion. I hate backing Hideki Matsuyama with a passion. They have to be backed around here. Yeah, but I always got skinhead, so you know what I mean? It's like love it and hate. Hideki won this 2 years ago. He finished with around 64 to win by 3 strokes, and he got interviewed by Amanda afterwards. Mav's favorite honey trap. And through his translator, he went, "Yeah, I played shit out there. You know what I mean? Left a few out there. Like Hideki, you just shot 64, won by 3. Yeah, he's pissed that in it. Should be better than that. Should we do better? Um, Great again last week. He had a poor back nine, otherwise he was in contention. Should have beat Chris Gotterup 2 weeks ago in Phoenix. All he had to do was par. The last didn't. Mid bogey, lost the playoff. Hit his tee shot into the water. What a fish. Cantley just loves it around LA Country Club. Um, I think he's got I think three top five finishes at this course in the last 5, 6 tournaments. I hate Cantley. I think he's a horrible human being. I'd hate to be like one of those people following him, watching him play live, that a minute to take a golf shot. Like, come the fuck on. But his record speaks for itself. We've got him in the one and done this week. Get him out the way early. Cantley 20 to 1 5 places. Matsuyama. Am I got that right? I know I got 20 to 1 10 places. He's even better. 20 to 1 10 places. And Matsuyama 16 to 1, 10 places. Either them finish in the top 10, you make a little bit of money. I'd be
What's your stake for the spreadsheet each?
just 2.5 points.
Even
Yeah, fuck
split.
it. Five. No, 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 no. Yeah, yeah. Go on, play it safe. 2.5 points each way, both. Yeah, I'm thinking if I go bigger prices, what price is bigger elsewhere? Hideki 22s, can't they 20? Yeah, we've got to go each way. But I would be on record. I would be staggered if one of them two didn't finish in the top 10. Something has gone terribly. I mean, I know
You want the top
I know I'm slightly cursed anyway, right? But fuck me, if them two end up shooting like three over first round, like might be a case to give the game up. But bigger prices, I do think Finau's a good bet, about 100 to 1. And Nico Acavaria, the big hitting Colombian, who is streakier than Marv's favourite Braken. If he gets on a big run, he's a big price. But can't lay Matsuyama for me at the prices. Hey, no, pick number two.
Jake Knapp, someone else I backed this week, really good in California on the sort of the power, the greens they have out there. Again, another bit of a big hitter. Um, yeah, should do well in this place. Did well at the Amex out in California. Did well last week to finish T8 on a non-drivers course. So yeah, 33 to 1 for Knapp, two each way. So yeah, Gotterup and Knapp for me.
Giddy Up, Gotterup, I think was the title of our last week's podcast. We did a record number of downloads. It's either my witty bit of alliteration, or it's Marv tipping up first winner in the best part of a year. Jake Knapp's girlfriend, by the way,
Eight
hilarious on
months.
Twitter. Give her a follow. Is that two winners in 23 months, Marv, since Scotty? No, you had Bryson in the US Open, didn't you, as well?
Yeah, yeah. Bryson US Open, Scotty early last season. Was it probably March time? And
I
then
think
there
it was
was
five
Ryan
points wins or
Fox
something,
at
yeah.
the Canadian in June.
I mean, I should at least get half those points because it was me who put you on Ryan Fox. You were going to put up all the Canadian boys, weren't you? I think would you put up Taylor Pendrith on Mackenzie Hughes?
Probably, yeah. Two Canadians, definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, fuck it. Just I mean, when in Rome, Twig, just eat maple syrup. Got a minute left. Give us your two selections again. Confirm them for the listeners.
Pair of 33 to 1 shots, Gotterup and Knapp.
Marv, your two big prices.
McNeely, 3.5 each way, 40s. Finau, 1.5 each way, 90s. Both 5 places at a quarter of the odds. Watch those
And
place terms hit for those big boil prices.
yeah, 10 players there. 10 players at both spots. Hideki Matsuyama 16 to 1, and Patrick Cantley. We've got to clap him in when he wins. 20 to 1 to win this week around Riviera. And I think Paddy Ice is going to do the business. I've been Twig, he's been Hep, and he's been Marv. And we'll see you all very soon.